Ready? What's up, YouTube? Yes, it's me, your girl. I'm about 2 to 3 minutes late. As usual, I'm always running late for something. So, what's up, YouTube? How you guys doing? Hope everybody's having a lovely, lovely, lovely morning or afternoon or evening or whatever time it is, wherever you at and your home. Okay, before we get started, I'm out of breath, guys. I was just running. I was like, oh my God, I'm running late. I'm 5 minutes late. 5 minutes late. Okay, good morning. How everybody doing? I don't have a telephone. My son got my phone off on a mission at the store. So I can't I can't read you guys' comments, but I know everybody's saying hi, how you doing? Good morning, good afternoon. So hi everybody out there. What's up, Soul Squad? I love you guys. It is another Saturday here in my living room to spend with you guys. And did you get your notification?
I don't know.
I don't know. He got a phone. Okay, so I just want to make sure everybody got the notifications. You got to remember when you subscribe, you want to hit that bell to get notified. So when on the couch come on Saturday or anything that I'm doing pops up on YouTube, you guys be like, I'm there, I'm there, I'm there, I'm there. Okay, so let's go ahead and get it out the way. Because if you didn't say it already in the privacy of your home, let's say it now here on the couch. I like to thank God for waking me up, spend another day with my family and friends. Because remember, that alarm clock didn't wake you up. He did. Yes, let's get that out the way. We're gonna get claps on that. Yes, because we all know, appreciate him. He give us the glory of everything. So I don't know what I'm talking about today. Oh, what's that? Your phone?
Yeah, I got the alert.
Oh, okay. So topic of conversation today. Before I get into topic of conversation that we having, and it really touched home to me, and it came from another YouTuber, and I was like, oh my God, I do that. Oh, this that there. Oh, what they say? I don't have my glasses on. So
They say amen. Hi.
yes, and
Love you.
so, and the conversation came from oh, thank you. Look, my little daughter-in-law gave me her phone. Hi everybody. I want to get on the couch with you. Oh, thank you, Thomas Wills. So he said, I want to get on the couch with you. Okay, this came from another YouTuber. But before we get started, I want to give thanks to everyone who has bought my cookbook. As of last night, the cookbook has been doing very, very well. You guys know my cookbook dropped on June 28th. It'll be available June 28th. The ebook will be available June 28th. It's only $9.99. So if you're waiting to get that ebook, you guys because a lot of people's into electronics these days. You know what I'm saying? So everybody ain't into hard copies and stuff like that, having books in their hand. We got all these devices, telephones and e-readers and iPads and all that stuff. So people into downloading things, and because you get a cookbook, you may not find it, you might misplace it, but if it's right there stored in your phone or your nearest electronic device, it's there, it's handy, it's quick. Well, I just got a copy of the ebook this morning, and I let my son take my phone. But I looked at it. I am so in love with this book. The ebook looks so amazing. I looked at all the family photos I put in there. I was reading my stories. I was going over the recipes to make sure, everything was right and where it's supposed to be at. The ebook looks so wonderful. I was saying, oh, y'all, look at my book. Look at my cookbook. I was just seeing it and just seeing it in the format that the ebook will be in, and how bright and beautiful the family photos are, and just seeing what they did with it. You know what I'm saying? This publishing company, Miss Ruth Fox, thank you so much. She did such a spectacular job on this book, and that was just the ebook. I can't even wait to get my hard copy in my hand. And guys, the link to the book is going to be in the description below. And again, on June 28th, you just want to get that ebook. You can wake up that morning, that night, or whatever, and get your ebook. But I'm telling you, it was so wonderful. And I let my son take my phone. And I don't know why I did that. He needed to use it for Uber, Lyft, or something. I forgot. Well, and I just want to thank you guys who bought the book. There's so many names, so many people, you know who you are. And just thank you so much. I truly, truly appreciate you guys. Like I told you once before, YouTube, you, my Soul Squad members, my Fit Squad members, you guys turned me into the author that I didn't know that was in me. I didn't know that I had inside of me. And I'm just gonna let you know each time I get on here, I don't care if you get tired of hearing me say it, or be like, oh God, don't say it no more. But I just want to let you know how appreciative I am. I truly, truly thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. Because without you, the journey that I'm on, as far as with this YouTube, building a brand, building something for me and my family, it is not possible without you guys. Because if you did not tune into YouTube and do those searches and watch these videos, none of us on YouTube would have the platform that we had. It's because of you people out there in internet land in the world that make all of our dreams possible. Because so from all other YouTubers from everywhere who does YouTube, I just thank you guys, because without you guys watching behind that screen, none of this will be possible. None of us. This platform will not even be possible for anyone. So I just thank you from all the YouTubers, from everybody who's out here grinding, who's on YouTube, who's building something, who's having fun, who's turned this into an adventure, a journey. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Okay. And I say that, and it leads into my YouTuber. I don't know if anybody know about that. This young man called Goddamn Zoe, or You Goddamn Zoe, or whoever. I'm not, because this is name. His YouTube page is called That Goddamn Zoe, or you know what I'm getting. Look him up. I love Zoe. Brandon introduced me to him. I would love to meet him. I don't know where he's from or where he at or anything, but I look at Messy Monday and all his little vlogs and all that stuff. He's one of the YouTubers that I turn on and I actually sit and watch and love to look at him. He is so hilarious. He's very humble, and I love his personality. And he points on a lot of good things. So goddamn Zoe, on Mondays, he had this thing called Messy Monday, you guys. And I don't know if you, I know you guys know, everybody know. He was doing like a explanation to a recent thing he had put up on his page. I know you guys. I don't even know the young man name. Some young rapper got killed in Miami over the weekend or last week or something, and apparently he didn't have the best reputation or something. And my children know who the rapper is. I don't know. You guys know who I'm talking about. Some young 20-year-old rapper got killed in Miami over the weekend. And I'm not here, my condolences go out to him, his family. Anyone losing their life is just not, it's sad no matter who they were as a person. I don't wish that on nobody family. That's a lot and a whole lot to go through. But Zoe had went on, I guess, his page or something. I didn't see what he did. I only saw his explanation on his Messy Monday, where that he was explaining to everyone, because apparently people was going in on him about the young man. And I guess some of the things that he was saying, people were saying, oh, I'm gonna unsubscribe to your page because you supported him. I guess I don't know what this young man ever did. I don't know anything about this person. I'm just going off Zoe, what Zoe was talking about. Okay, so that day on Messy Monday just passed, Zoe was explaining to herself and saying that he didn't say he support the things that this young man has done. He said he understood where the young man was coming from, because the young man, what he was saying, that if nobody didn't know, some time ago, the young man had explained that he was fighting something within himself. He was fighting to be a better person. He was fighting bipolar, and he was fighting, the demons that he had within himself. And we never know what people goes through. I always talk about this in relationships and communication. We don't know what people goes through in their life. We're not in their life. We only see what we see on the things that happens, the things that they put out there, and then we make judgment on the things that we see that people does, but we don't know how their lifestyle is. We don't know, how they grew up, what was going on in their life. And so he wasn't saying that he was supporting the bad things that this young man has done that make people really don't feel him, but he understood where he was coming from. And all of us fight, so we fight a lot. We fight ourselves. We have so much stuff that's balled up inside of us. Somehow we don't know how to like get it out. A lot of people get the frustration out and they make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? People make mistakes in life. They do things that they regret. They do things that they wish they never had done. And some things we can't take back, but people can't forgive people. And I'm talking about that because when Zoe said what he said about 100% forgiveness, I said, I do that. I said, I do that. And I said, I do that because what he said was that people always say this line. You know, this is a cliche. And I know somebody on this channel has said it before. I forgive, but I don't forget. And I said, and I listened to him. I heard what he was saying, but I really listened to him and I thought about his words that came after that. He said, if you say, I forgive, but I never forget, you're not 100% forgiving. And I said, oh my God, you are so right. I'm talking to the screen as if he could hear me because I wasn't on my phone, so I couldn't leave a comment under his messy Monday. And I was like, every time I need a topic to talk about on the couch, I get it from somewhere. Somebody would say something, and I would get it from somewhere. I have no idea on Saturdays what I'm going to talk about. It's about venting. What on the couch is about is just getting things off your chest. And he made such a profound statement that it stuck with me, and it made me look at myself. And I said, and so when I tell people I forgive them, am I giving them my 100? Do I truly believe I forgive them? Because I had said those things to myself so much. It's like, I'm going to forgive this person just to forget, to get along, you know, just to stop the drama, just to like, I'm tired of fussing, I'm tired of arguing, I'm tired of pettiness. Because he said the same thing that I told you guys, that you got one life to live. We have one life to live. And why should we waste that time on hatred and not forgiving people and just being stubborn and stuff like that? And so I thought about it. I said, oh my God, you damn Zoe. Because that's the name of his show. I said, you just gave me something to talk about on Sunday because me as a person, I done it. I had said that. I done it. I had told myself, oh, I'm gonna forgive this person, but I ain't gonna never forget. That means you're not forgiving them 100. You're not keeping it 100%. In order to forgive someone, you have to forget the things that they have done. Because if you don't forget it, that means you're still harboring issues somewhere in the back of your mind. You're still looking at this person funny or twisted and still like, not the trust is, I understand people break trust and bonds are broken and stuff. But if you sit down, you come to a person, look, we've been through this. I know what we're going through. You're my friend. I forgive you. But then in your mind, you'll say, I ain't never forgetting it. Then you didn't give that person your 100% forgiveness. You did not give that person your 100% forgiveness. I tell you, people, every day on this platform, we learn something new every day. When you wake up tomorrow, you're going to learn something tomorrow that you did not know yesterday. You take your yesterdays into your tomorrows and you learn something each and every day. When you open your eyes, we learn something different. We learn something new because we all are not perfect. We do not know everything, and everything is a learning. Each and every day is a learning experience. And as a Monday, when I looked at Messy Monday, I learned something about myself. I learned when I tell people I forgive them, I learned that I truly didn't forgive them because I always said, I forgive you, but I didn't forget. So I did not give up my 100% forgiveness. So when you tell somebody you forgive them, you got to forgive them for everything that situation is, and you have to let that situation go. And you can't say I forgive and forget. You just got to let it go. You truly got to give yourself and say, I truly, truly forgive you. And when you say it, you got to mean it. You don't want to harbor feelings in the back of your head or look cross-eyed at people because that person going to know, she really don't forgive me. She just saying to be saying it. And they won't take your forgiveness as to be genuine. You know what I'm saying? Some people could know when people just say, I forgive you. They know that, oh, she just said that shit so that we could just go ahead and move on. She ain't really mean it. Y'all know y'all got some forgiveness out there and you go, yeah. But you knew in the back of your head, they don't really mean they forgive me. As of today, well, as of Monday, I said, I'm not throwing that word forgiveness out unless I really overcame the issue that me and this person had. And I sat and I talked to them about whatever issue that got us to the point where that we need to forgive each other. We first have to talk about it, and then we throw the word out, then we throw forgiveness out, and then it has to be 100. It cannot be laying in the back of your head and you still looking crooked-eyed at this person, but still not feeling them. Then we didn't give our 100%. Now, what I want to do, I promote my family a lot. My sister Tia, guys, she almost at 1,000. Please go check out her channel, New Life Journey. She's at 800 and something. I think maybe 9 something. You know how YouTube, you gotta get 1,000 subscribers. Go check out Drew&Dee. They're a young couple doing their thing on this platform. They're at 7 something. They're almost at 1,000. I want like get them there. Because everybody is joining on this YouTube thing to get a platform to get heard. And if I can help them and promote them, I'm going to do what I can do for the family. But at the end of the day, it's just that I learned something. You know what I'm saying? I learned something about myself, that when I said I forgive a person, I still harbored a feeling, and it's not right. It's not right. So from now on, when I throw the word forgiveness out to someone, I have to truly mean it, or I'm not going to say it. I have to have overcome any issues that we had that took us to that point where that we just wasn't feeling each other anymore. So when you forgive someone, people, at this point, it has to be 100. It has to be all in. You got to be all in or not at all. You got to be all in or not at all. Because sometimes when you say that to somebody, you can just make a person's day. They can have wronged you in some type of way, and they are truly, truly sorry, and their stuff just ain't right until they get your forgiveness and you give it to them. And oh my God, they light up, they happy, they glad you back on point, but you give it to them, but in the back of your head, you still saying, oh, I ain't forget that stuff you did. You got to knock that out. You got to truly forgive. You got to talk about why y'all got to that point. And you got to say, I forgive you totally. And you have to forget whatever took you there. Easier said than done. I know. Because I know it's harder. We can always say something if things are so easier said than done. It is so hard to forget the things that how people wronged you. You know what I'm saying? People wrong you so bad. They wrong you in the worst ways. And sometimes there are some things that just can't be forgiven. So if you cannot give your 100 on a situation, it's best that you go your separate ways from that person, because you don't always want to be in a person's face where people say, oh, they just fake, they just phony, they just this, they just that. You don't want to be that person. And again, we got one life to live, and you want to live it stress free. You want to live that life happy. You want to live with the people that surround you with good people, your family, your friends, good people that love you. So if you got people in your life who had wronged you the wrong way, and you said you forgave them, but in the back of your head, you still harboring the feeling, you didn't give your total 100% forgiveness. You may think you did, because I thought I did. Until I heard that goddamn Zoe, I thought I did. I was like, well, I forgave that person. But I did say I'll never forget. So I learned something on Monday. I learned that some of the forgiveness that I gave, I still harbor stuff in the back of my head of the situation that took us there. You know what I'm saying? I still feel some type of way about a situation, but I forgave it enough with that. I don't want to talk about it no more because I don't want the drama in my life. You know what I'm saying? So I forgave it with that. I could still be around a person and still, be in the same environment, be cordial to each other. But that's at the end of the day, that's still uncomfortable. That's still uncomfortable. You forgave a person just enough so that you can start by communicating them, but you're not trusting them again. You're still thinking about the situation, whatever occurred to make you get in that, to get you in that box with that person. So we didn't give 100% forgiveness. And if you can't give anyone your 100% forgiveness, you can't be around them until you get in the area or you get in a spot where you're at, till you're in a good place in your heart and truly, truly forgive and forget. Truly, truly forgive and forget. And I learned that on Monday. And I know me, and hey, I learned something new. So now I know that forgiveness thing is like, it's powerful to some people. It can change a lot when you tell a person you forgive them, but then on the flip side, you still looking at them crooked. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So guys, and another thing that goddamn Zoe was saying is that this young man had admitted that he was trying to get his stuff together and that he was fighting bipolar. I don't know anything about that mental disease, but I know people who has it. And I know what it does to them, the ups and the downs and the emotional roller coaster that it takes you on. I don't know anything about it. Look it up. You may can find some information, or you know somebody who goes through it. But like he said he was fighting demons, and this is so ironic because my son Joshua, I think I shared with you guys on Facebook before that my 22-year-old, he's an inspired rapper. He want to be a rapper. He been doing this thing since he was 10, writing his own music, performing and doing stuff, making videos. And I think I introduced you guys to one of his videos called Tony. His official video called Tony. His name is Leo Trans. And you guys went and checked him out on YouTube and on my Facebook. And when I thought about it, he's on this thing called Spinderella. His name, Leo Trans, Leotrenz as a zebra. Leo Trans on this thing called Spinderella. My son had this song called Demons. I was driving in the car and I was listening to this song, and it taught me something about my child. I didn't know my child was fighting demons. I'm telling you, people release things in music, tell stories. You know what I'm saying? Music is like it's a book to our life. And my son is really into his rap world. He writes everything. And my son got this song called Demons. And I listened to that song driving, and there was one line in that song that struck me to a core. And I was like, what? And I said, you feeling like that? I had to come and ask myself because remember, in the day, music tells you what a person. It's your life story. Basically, when people write these songs, they write things that they're gone through and things they've been through, but they overcame it, or something that they're going through right then and there in the present. And so when I listened to the song Demons, I was like, Joshua, I came home and addressed this to my son because I said, do you feel like this? He said, sometimes, Mom. I said, wow. I said, I love this song because at that time when I listened to it, it was his truth. And right now he's going through something emotionally, and I didn't know it. And he put it out in this song, in this rap song, and I was like, wow. But it was one line in that song. It said something about the demons or something make you even steal from your mother and something like that. So I said, you gonna steal from me? He said, Mom, I wouldn't steal from you. I said, well, shoot, you put it in the song. He said, Mom, I wouldn't steal for you. He said, but there are people out here who get so messed up with their mental that they'll do whatever it takes to get ahead, and they will steal from a relative or from their mama. I said, I just want to make sure you want to talk about me. I'm saying that's like what I told him. So, guys, what I wanted to do today is that I love this song so much, and I believe in my son as far as his rap. I always been with him. I always helped him buy all his equipment. He has a little studio in this room, and everything that he bought, that he worked hard for, he be in there laying down the tracks and stuff. So this song, when Zoe talked about that young man who passed last week, and he said how he was fighting demons, I'm not talking about like demons, devils that come up from the ground. I'm talking about the demons within. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about we fighting against ourselves, the demons that we're fighting within ourselves, the right and the wrongs. You know what I'm saying? That we got to decide the stress, the pressure, the rights, the wrongs, the stress, the pressure, the be something that other people want you to be and who you not. Those are demons that I believe that they're saying they're fighting, and we fight those demons every day. Our inner self, we battle against the right and the wrong with ourselves every day. And so that's what I said, you know what, I'm going to play my son's song on the show Demons, and let people hear and see, see how profound this song is, because this song is the truth. We fight this. We fight demons every day. And you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. We cannot ever we don't give in, but you got some folks that make mistakes and they give in to those deeper desires or those deeper feelings, and they just don't know. But they fight the battle. We got people in us fighting battles, and we don't even know the battles that they're fighting, and that leads them to making mistakes. So guys, if I got it set up right, and I'm gonna go ahead and play my son's song, Demons. It's on Spinderella. His name is Leo Trans. And guys, let's take a moment and listen to the song. I know I don't really do music. I heard my son Andrew sing before. Let me see. My son is telling me push this button. Let me push this button real quick for you guys. And I'm gonna hold the microphone. I don't know. See? Let me let y'all hear this song. Hope you can hear it. I've been facing demons. Should I rob or kill? I've been facing demons. Who blood I'm gon' spill? I've been facing demons. I've been facing demons. I've been facing demons. Who gon' die today? I've been facing demons. Who gon' get hit with that cake? I've been facing demons. You a roasted, you get sprayed. I've been facing demons. I've been facing demons. I've been facing demons. Should I hold up the spot? I've been facing demons. Been going through a lot. I've been facing demons. Rub my mama for a bag. I've been facing demons. Yeah, that'll be my last. I've been facing demons. Got a little one to feed. I've been facing demons. Only get what I need. I've been facing demons, but you get too greedy. That does when you get caught up, names get brought up, now you leaving. Or worse, nah, I never told. Nah, I never told. You wasn't talking cold. Damn, gotta go. Can't breathe the pipe under pressure. Bet that shit a bust. Man, nigga, trust. Only thing I trust. Hustle up. I don't know what happened. So I guess this is a sneak peek or whatever, guys. If you want to hear the whole song, it is on Spinderella. And it just made me realize that I had to talk to my son. I had to talk to my son about that, because it made me feel some type of way, because I thought he was going through something, and he did tell me he was going through something. And we sat and we talked about it, and he said his music is to his release, but he was like, I'm not going to do half the things that I talk about. But he said it is people out here who's struggling with rights and wrongs. And I was like, wow. And I really love this song, guys. Check him out on Spinderella. I think it's called Spinrilla, Leo Trends. If you want, he has some other music on here. He has a little a 4-disc thing that he dropped and was giving away his CD for free. Yeah, so that's just like I said about that whole forgiveness thing. I can't let me see if I can read some stuff. I got some. Well, he did a good job. Thank you. It is so easy to be bad. It is so easy to be bad. And that's why I said we battle with ourselves. Yeah, but that's right. That's right. Somebody said something about if you don't forgive, for if you forgive other people when they sin against you, your heavenly Father will also forgive you. But if you do not forgive others their sins, your Father will not forgive you, will not forgive your sins. I'm sorry, and then that's what Zoe made me talk about, that whole forgiveness thing. And I didn't realize I wasn't giving my 100% forgiveness to people. And it is so hard. It is so hard to forgive. It is. And some people don't forgive just because they just downright stubborn. And then some people just don't forgive because the situation is just so bad, you'd rather walk away from it. But if you have someone in your life that you truly miss, that is no longer there, and a situation pulled you guys apart, and if you think you guys could sit down and talk about it and give 100% forgiveness and forget what happened, let that stuff go. Let that stress out your life. And some people let stress go just by not just being around a person that they tired of always, you got people repeaters. You got people who always do you wrong. You got some people that you will forgive, and they come back and they do you wrong again, and then they suspect you to forgive them again because they say, "Oh my God, I could do this to Tanya, and she's gonna forgive me anyway. I'm just gonna let some time blow over, and then come back, and she'll forgive me." I mean, sometimes those people, like I said, they're fighting demons. We don't know what they're doing. We don't know what their struggles are. We don't know what's going on inside their head. And when you're fighting a right and a wrong and you make mistakes, I mean, they're going through something. It's hard too. And sometimes they lash out at the people who love them the most. People lash out at the people who love them the most and not realize that they're hurting. And this is a person that always been there for you and got your backbone. But at the end of the day, I'm not gonna throw forgiveness out anymore unless I clearly mean it. I'm a try. I'm not gonna say I'm not. I'm a try because I'm human and I make mistakes too. And sometimes I fight the rights and the wrongs of doing things so I won't make mistakes. And we're not perfect. And I own up to my mistakes. I always own up to my mistakes. I go through things with friends and family. I just made up. I just went through something. A cousin of mine's. Me and her last Saturday, we went through something some years ago, like back in 2000. I'm gonna say, well, 2010, 11, 12, 13, something like that. It was so long ago, I forgot what date it was, but it wasn't Karen because it was like over 6, 7 years ago. And we went through something, and we never really sat down and talked about what we went through. Last Saturday, I called her up, and because I called her up to ask her something, and I said to invite her to our 4th of July picnic. And I said, but you know what? I said, I miss you. She said, what? I said, I miss you. I said, everything that we went through those years ago, we never really talked about it. I said, don't you know you were my best cousin? She said, you was my best cousin too. I said, we used to spend the night over each other's house. My kids used to go over her house. I used to go to her house every weekend with my kids, sleep on her living room floor with blankets and pillows. And me and her used to cook. And I said, and girl used to make that macaroni and cheese. Me and her used to be in the house cooking dinner for the kids. And my cousin loved macaroni and cheese. We used to make that macaroni and cheese. And she used to talk about, when we got talking about how she used to come over my house and come and get all my leftovers out my refrigerator. And every time you say you don't have no food, and I go in your refrigerator, and girl, you got this, you got this, you take my leftovers to make a meal. We stay on the phone for almost 3 hours. 3 hours till our phones went dead, talking about how we missed each other. And I apologized to her and she apologized to me. And I told her how much I love her. She told me how much she loved me. And I said, you are my favorite cousin. And I said, I miss you so much. We had a bond, but we had a bad situation that split us apart. And her mom, it was a situation with me, her, and my mother. And years ago, her and my mother, they talked it out. And her and my sister had talked it out. And me and her never sat down and talked it out. And my mother had told me, oh no, we good, Tracy good, we all good now, we good and stuff. And I would say hi to her in passings. I would see her at funerals and say hi, but I never let go of the anger that I had in me from that situation. So I was never able to forgive it or to move on past it until last Saturday. And I sat down and I called her and I told her, I miss you. Something in me made me call her and tell her I miss her. And we was on the phone for 3 hours. We solved our issues. And when I say I forgave her, I know I forgave her because I didn't tell her that I forgave her and say that in the back of my head, but I never forget. I didn't do that. I didn't do that. I truly put my heart on the table, and I love my cousin and I miss my cousin. And we wasted a lot of years together, but we're back on track now. I'm gonna see her the 4th of July and everything. So sometimes we gotta put our big girl drawers on, and we gotta pick up a phone and we gotta make that call. Sometimes some people you gotta be the bigger person in a situation. And and yeah, I miss my cousin. I love my cousin to death. And I am so glad we back on track with each other. She watching. I love you, Tracy. You always have always been my favorite cousin. And I'm not doing that. I'm not hurting none of my other cousins' feelings because they used to know me and Tracy had a bond that was unforgettable. We was always with each other, and we lost it during that time when we went through something. And that instead of talking about it, we just let the years go. We didn't talk about it. I just let it go, and it was just like a high bye type situation, a cordial situation. But you can't be like that with family. And so yeah, and we're good now. I'm excited to see her. And and we had, like I said, this on for 3 hours. So I said, girl, I gotta go. My phone about to go dead. And and not realizing how long we was on the phone with each other. And it's hard to forgive people. It's hard because we are also stubborn. But at the end of the day, if you want to be a part of a person's life, if you think you get past whatever happened with you guys, whatever got you to that point where you don't want to talk to that person, you don't want to be around that person, and you really miss that person in your life, pick up the telephone. And this time, and when you have that conversation and you go into hug and you forgive each other, make sure in the back of your head you're not saying, I'll never forget. With that being said, I am out of here, you guys. Thank you so much for being on the couch. Let me read some of this stuff. If you remember, every time that you will die, one day you will do the right thing. That is so true. Communication is important when you don't have it and can create a. Yes, Misty, I love you, Misty. Now you be saying some good stuff. So, hey, Patrice, and oh my goodness. Yeah, so guys, thank you so much. Guys, check out that damn zone. What the baby's doing? They doing fine. Sahara, they all in the cookbook. When I was looking at the ebook today, I was looking at their pictures and everything. Sahara is 1.5 years old. She'll be 2 in September, and she is spouting up. She is growing up. Unfortunately, you guys don't see her anymore because her mom don't want her on social media, and so I have to respect that. Um, but I'm next Saturday. I'm gonna see if I can have my mama on here. I think she's asleep now. Mama lives with me, and she's asleep right now. She's 8 months old now, and oh my gosh, she's so beautiful. If you guys can check out, so go to my Instagram, SoulfulT. I got photos of the babies there. But yeah, mama parents don't have any issues, so maybe next Saturday I can have mama on here with me for a little bit. She's very active, man. She be all over the place. She'll probably hit the machine and shut us down or something. But she 8 months old. And so yeah, but the grandbabies are growing. They are growing so big. It's not one yet. They say it's not one yet. Oh, don't go. I thought you guys be tired of me. I mean, like, I'm talking hole in y'all head. Oh my goodness. Yes. Oh, but I can tell y'all need to tune in. I'm just gonna give y'all this topic for next Saturday. And this like got me sweating. I'm gonna give y'all this topic for next Saturday. And if you my phone do not work, I had to get a whole new phone. So I'm working on that phone system thing. Because topic next Saturday, I got some people lined up. We're gonna have a big panel next Saturday, and we're talking about this topic. It's about light-skinned girls and dark skinned girls. The two dynamics within our race that goes on each other and why. When at the end of the day, we all are African American, we're black. Because we had a conversation in my house the other day. A friend of mine who I guess they call them red bone, light skin, and we were talking about the difference between light skinned girls and black skinned girls, how the light skinned girls get treated different from black skinned girls, how we have a race within a race, how we have racism within a race. And I'm like, seriously? And my friend said, well, what you kidding yourself? I said to myself, black, a person, human. I don't say I don't do my shade color. I'm black. I'm African American. I don't say I'm light. I don't say I'm dark. I don't say I'm caramel. I am a black woman. That's all I say. And until these females get it, it's crazy. And the only reason we was talking about that because somebody made up a statement that somebody said to them that a light-skinned girl told them, I don't mess with black girls. And I looked, I said, man, you don't mess with black girls. But you're a light-skinned female. I don't mess with black females. And I ain't talking like mess with them like sexually, dog. I'm talking about like don't have me as friends. I don't like black female, dark skinned black girls. I looked at her. I said, you know what? I said, I'm going to do a show on this. Okay, this is ridiculous. I said, we're black. We're black women. We should not have racism among our own race. Light-skinned women versus black-skinned women. That is so wrong. And so, guess what? On the 30th, I called up some of my red, light-skinned friends, like they like to call themselves, and I called some of my homegirls who consider themselves dark chocolate and beautiful, and I'm gonna have them in the house next Saturday, and we're gonna go in with all this light-skinned female, black, dark-skinned female, this racism within a race, and we all black. The foolishness gotta stop. We got enough people going against us so that we're gonna go against ourselves. Okay, at the end of the day, we are black, strong, beautiful women out here doing the thing. And why we have to have racism within ourselves. So next Thursday gonna be lit, y'all. I got a panel set up. Yes, yes. And so and I heard that. I done heard that my whole life around me growing up. I don't want to get into another subject because we're gonna talk about it next Thursday. But I've been there, done that my whole life growing up. When you had dark-skinned little girls and light-skinned little girls, and I done heard stories of people say how people treat light-skinned black girls different than they treat the dark-skinned black girls. I don't think that's right because in the day we're one same race. We're females. We're two things. We're one race is that we're black, and then we're females. We should be a unity. You know what I'm saying? We should be united as females, period. And so to try to divide us and down the middle in a world that's always dividing us through other nationalities is crazy within ourselves. And so we're going to talk about that next week. We really are. We're going to talk about it next week. So it's going to be on next week. And yeah, and we're just going to talk about the struggles that dark-skinned girls had versus light-skinned girls, and the struggles that light-skinned girls think they have against dark-skinned girls. At the end of the day, I'm going to let them know, all y'all stupid. Because we're one. I consider myself an African black woman. That's what I consider myself. Either I was light skin on, black skin on, dark. I don't say I'm caramel. I don't say I'm brown. I am me. I am the child that came from my mother. I am the child that God put down here on earth. I am me. I define myself by no color. I define myself as black and as a woman. That's it. I'm not gonna define myself within my own race. This shit is crazy. But it is real and it is out here, and that's what they're doing. Somebody said, oh, laugh out loud. I'm back. I was cooking chicken. Excellent, soulful. There are, yes, are all stupid. Yes. So it's gonna be a good topic. DC Kool-Aid Lisa, what's up, boo? I love you guys. Can't wait to see you guys on the 4th of July. What's up? And it's okay to love yourself, Joy. That is so right. It's okay. And that's what we're gonna talk about, so that's a topic I set up for next on the 30th. I told the girls on the 30th, can they come on the show and everything, and we're gonna talk about that topic. Oh, my light this one down. Okay. So I know it's not 1 o'clock yet, but I'm sweating. And you know why I'm sweating? Air conditioning not on. Air conditioning not on. Y'all might see me sweating and oh my glory. I'm perspiring and everything. But until next Saturday, you guys, again, I love being here on the couch with you guys. Go check out my sister channel, New Life Journey. Check out Dee and Drew channel. They're doing things on there, mukbangs and challenges and blogging on their channel. Check out Spinnerella with my son Joshua Leo Trends. Check out that song Demons. I'm not being biased because he's my son. I think that's a song people need to listen to. Because again, at the end of the day, the topic of the day was about forgiveness and fighting the demons within ourselves, the rights and the wrongs and the mistakes that we make. And it's hard. And I think this song is something that people need to listen to because it's a struggle. He talked about the struggle that he's feeling. We don't talk about, a lot of us don't talk about mental illness. And that's another subject that I could touch on in my family that I could do on the couch about, because a lot of us have mental illness that runs in our family, and as a Black community, we don't really talk about mental illness. We don't want to admit that we have that going on within our community, and it's a struggle with us. But I have my brother who's going through, was diagnosed as a schizophrenia. of my own brother, and we've been dealing with that and for over 10, 15 years. And and then I have an uncle, I have a cousin, I had two brothers that's actually diagnosed with schizophrenia. One of my brothers homeless, living out there in the street somewhere. Haven't seen him since 2016. He pops up when he pop up, but he's out there by choice. He don't have to be out there, but it's disease that he carried within himself that got him out there, and he can't stay home. He won't take medication. He won't stay home. So he literally out there in the street. I have no idea where he at. But people tell us when they run into him, when they see him and stuff. My mother always said, you got a home to come to. But the mental illness that he struggles with doesn't allow him to stay in one spot at a time. Doesn't allow him to focus. And so that's another topic that we could talk about, because I didn't know that ran so deep in my family. Like I said, I had two brothers that have schizophrenia. I have an uncle and I have a cousin. And so I just realized the other day when we were talking about mental illness too, we in my house talking about a lot of things. We sitting here just chilling, this stuff about the blue. And we were talking about the struggles of the mental illness that we just realized that we had going on in our family, and how it skipped different generations. But people, as a Black community, we tend not to touch on the mental illness of in our families, but it's real and it's there, and we have to, learn about it, and so that we can try to help and try to be more understanding to those folks in our family. We have, you see these people walking around talking to themselves on the street and who don't got earplugs and stuff in. You look at them crazy. I mean, they're going through stuff. You know what I'm saying? They're going through things, and I can relate because it's in my family, and I can relate even better because it's like my immediate family. Like I had two brothers who's going through that. One, I don't even know where he at, and one that's home that we work with and that we deal with. And so sometimes we don't even think there's something wrong with the boy, because sometimes he make more sense than we do. He'll say a statement and we'll look at him. Did he just say that? And somebody be like, ain't shit wrong with that boy. And we love him to death, and he'll be there 4th of July. He's very helpful. But at the end of the day, he does have an issue. And, so that'll be another subject, something else that we could touch on that we don't touch and talk on in the Black community, is about mental illness. And I think that's something that everybody needs to try to relate to, because you can have someone right now in your family going through something and you don't know the signs of it, be it depression, be it being bipolar, the schizophrenia, or almost like on borderline of suicidal or something. So yeah, and we have to talk about that, because now that we know, we didn't know in our family, but now that we know, we had topics and conversations about it, because we have to look out and watch out for each other, because now we feel so we know if we got 4 people, like 5 people in our family going through something, we know it's hereditary and it skips generations. And so we have to be aware of the signs and be aware of it's a possibility that it could happen to you or the next person after you. So yeah, I told you guys, I got a lot going on in this family. We happy and we love each other, but we just like every other family, we got shit to deal with. Okay. And just a bottom line. So with that being said, guys, tune in next week, because it's gonna be a good topic. I'm gonna have the girls in the house. I might even get a couple of drinks for them while we sit down and we talk about the indifference between light-skinned Black women and dark-skinned Black women. Just make sure you tune in at 12 o'clock. I'm going to try to be on time. I love you guys, Soul Squad. And yes, I did put a video up this week on my SoulfulT 2 Change the Lifestyle channel, because I was feeling a little bit under the weather. I know I showed you guys a video that I put up when I did the oodles and noodles shrimp video, and I didn't show my face, honey. The hair was nappy, the scarf was off. I was sniffing, snotting. I was like, I'm just going to do the hands. I can't do it. I couldn't pull myself together. It's like the change of the weather and sleeping with the air conditioner on and all that stuff. But I feel a little bit better. So I may put up a new video on my fits on my SoulfulT 2 New Life Journey. I've been doing good. So yeah. So I am out. Oh, Mom, I'm a bad person. My mother's sitting right here. Oh. Look, y'all. She's sitting right here. She was listening the whole time. I forgot. She was listening the whole time. And you know what? It was so strange. My mama's sitting here. She listening and she's shaking her head to everything that I was saying. She didn't say one word. Normally, she always got something to say. She sat right here this whole on the couch thing and ain't say nothing. I am so surprised with you because she always like, well, I got something to say. She ain't got nothing to say. Say hi, so small, mama.
High school from, but I did said 3 people, but I said.
Oh yeah, she did. Yeah,
I
when we
didn't
were talking
say it
about, I
out.
was saying about the mental illness. She said 3 people. Yeah, and that's when I said, oh yeah, my brother and such. But she
Yeah.
did it. She opened her mouth up. She said 3 people, 3 people.
I'm sitting here listening.
She said, I'm sitting here listening. Yeah, so my mama gonna be on the panel next week.
I don't know about that.
But you're gonna be in the house next week. She might not have a subject because she said she don't know about that. But yeah, so I'm gonna have
I
the
know
lady.
it's gonna be what did she saying? Light skin, dark skin, they salt and pepper.
She said the salt and pepper. Yes. So they're gonna be in the house next week. So that's what we're gonna do. The girls gonna be here and we're gonna have a real open conversation, a good conversation. I think a conversation that is needed.
Mm.
That is needed for
Oh, I know
women.
your sister gonna be here. She gonna like that
Oh,
one.
you know Tia gonna be here. And so I can't wait till next Saturday. Yeah,
Get your
guys.
lady.
Yeah, guys. So mom say bye.
Bye, everybody. See you next Saturday at 12 o'clock.
Yes, we're gonna be on time. I'm gonna be on time this time, guys. I was 5 minutes late,
Love
but
all of y'all.
well, his mama say love all you guys. So yeah, we are out until next Saturday. I hope you guys can tune in for that topic and many more. And so I hope you guys got something. I guess got something out of the day. Like I said, we learn something every day. You know, I learned what I learned from that goddamn Zoe about forgiveness, and I'm gonna practice what I preach. If I don't truly forgive, I'm not going to give my forgiveness away just because I don't want to say in the back of my head, I forgive you, but I don't forget. And that's not 100%. And when I give my forgiveness, I want it to be real. I want that person to feel it and know that I am genuinely saying, I forgive and I accept you back as a person in my life. And I got to let go. You said, let go, live, let go, and live, let go. Y'all know the cliches, what they say out here. All right, guys, we are out from On the Couch. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is my last time saying we out. We out. Bye. I love you, Soul Squad.
Love
Bye,
y'all.
Soul Squad.
Bye.